ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. You all know Brahmarishi Patriji more than me, much longer, much more closely. I had the good fortune of a chance meeting with him in Hyderabad 30 years back, and I should say that he took great initiative to be in touch with me, inviting me for every function. And whenever possible, I came because of his love and affection. Then, when we came to this place, it was a barren land about 20 years back, I remember. It was difficult to come even with a four-wheel drive. The road was so bad. And there was nothing here, all barren land. There was no greenery at all because the people went on cutting even the little bit of bush. But then Patriji, in his vision, in his wisdom, he chose this place, and all of you came in support of him to acquire the land slowly. And I remember the great support of Shayans Daga, Chandra, Ivy Reddy, Sai, Kripa Sagar, Rajan, and all of you built it actually brick by brick, stone by stone. And Chandra's illustrious father, responsible for planting these thousands of trees now, today it's become a forest now. It is the most sought after place. So I've been coming here almost twice a year or so. And when Patriji calls with love and respect, I had to yield to his request, and I have come here, participated in early morning meditation. And inside the pyramid, it came up such a beautiful thing. I remember even about 7 years back, the media had a contest on which is the most prominent attraction of Bengaluru. They put Pyramid Valley number 1. Even Vidhan Soda and all came later on. So such a beautification, transformation took place in about 5-6 years' time. And now you know very well it is the most sought after place for even corporate gatherings and all that now. And thousands of people have been coming from not only Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, from all over the world, from the north also. We used to have this annual international spiritual festival. We have not had it last 2-3 years, for obvious reasons. Travels were restricted, pandemic and all that now. But I think the activities are going to be revived now again with this beautiful music festival. What a transformation. So much of talented artists here. And when they all play on the stage with Patriji in the middle, it used to be such a beautiful sight, inspirational. But Patriji never made me enjoy this sitting there. He made me sit along with him here. See the man's greatness and humility. He said, you are older than me. He made me sit on the chair and he was sitting on the floor. So such a bigger, people become, such great people become so humble and humble. Now because of his physical absence, I could sit there and enjoy everything. And very ably being conducted, organized. Of course, Swarnatha Patriji Madam is inspirational now, continuing with her daughters, and a lot of band of masters he has created, like Shayans Daga on side, Dr. Newton and Lakshmi, Chandrasekhar and Vani on the other side. There are hundreds of volunteers now, Amulya and Aleka, and Vasanta Sastri Madam in Delhi. So many channels, PMC channel, about 25 of them, reaching millions of people, and all started by a simple man called Subhash Patriji. He was always inclined to spirituality. He attended Vipassana meditation. I went through 10 days. He said, how could you spend for 10 days? Only one day he attended Anapanasati, first day. With that he came out and perfected it, simplified it. He said, I want this to reach to every man on the street. The educated, uneducated, rich, poor, everybody. So this technology, he was spreading going from home to home those days. Nobody was interested, village to village in Andhra Pradesh, then Karnataka, all over. When I met him 30 years back, he said, no, I want to have this meditation, dhyana. Dhyana Andhra Pradesh, Dhyana Bharat, and then Dhyana Jagat, he wanted to it. I was wondering what is this simple man thinking, but actually he had a faith in it. Because of his immense faith and commitment, it happened now. It is going all over the world now, and millions of people are getting benefited. And more than that, he is the only spiritual master I know who was promoting vegetarianism in a most aggressive manner. He said, we are all born, the creation was not only for human beings. He said, we are only one part of the millions of species. So we are all related to each other. Nothing is created by the divine for no purpose. We are all interrelated, interdependent. He said, like we should respect each other, we should respect other forms of life also, animals, birds, all that. And with the result, I always tell him, millions of, apart from the human being naturally, you are grateful to him, but millions of animals, birds, fishes, all must be grateful to him. Because of him, they were allowed to live by the people who became vegetarians now. Now science also believes vegetarianism is the best way of living. Individual health of the body, mind and spirit also. And for the planet to survive, ultimately everybody has to turn vegetarian. Otherwise, the planet is on the path of self-destruction. Scientists accept it also now. Well, it takes long time. But I know I must compliment all of you, whoever is involved here, who are listening to this on Zoom, on the YouTube platform. How many people are fortunate to come onto this path? Having come into this path, how many people are wise enough to continue to stay? Some people come for a change and go away. No. Please stick to it. Do the meditation every day. Yoga and meditation because for the physical health, mind or the body, everything, then only you will have peace of mind. Be a mere, yes, please work hard. Whatever profession, earn money, go to high positions, enjoy power. But ultimate peace and harmony, satisfaction comes out of only yoga, meditation, and leading a life of compassion, kindness to each other and to all forms of life. Please stay on this path. And it is not enough if we are happy. Sometimes so happens difficult to convince our own family members to be on the path. But unless everybody is happy, the families are not in harmony. What is happening, you were seeing all over the world, in India also. People get married within 1 year, they want divorce. Because of ego, arrogance. If you are in this path, you will know how to respect each other, how to adjust to each other, how to live in harmony. Then the children will also come up like this. You create a wonderful life for them, only you put them on this path. Whatever else, they will develop themselves. So I will only appeal to you, stay on this path, intensify your practice, respect all the beings, all animals and all that, be a vegetarian, and spread it to others also, so that, if it's not enough, even if my little finger is unhealthy, I am not healthy. Like that, even if one member of the family or a community is on the wrong path, there is no happiness in the society. So we have to ensure that as many as possible we should spread this message, support this movement in every possible way, whatever you can in kind, in material or labor, volunteerism, if you can do it. So that is the service you can do. That's a gratitude to the great man, Patriji. We miss him physically, but he has also trained everybody how to accept death. It's only a passing. Everybody has to leave the body, even the so-called God men, God women. But then the spirit will continue to live, continue to bless. So let us ever be grateful, supporting the cause of meditation and the Pyramid Valley. Namaskaram.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, having known Patriji and PSSM from close quarters, your message really resonates with all of us, and we will live up to Patriji's teachings, as you said, in terms of spreading vegetarianism, meditation. First, practicing it personally, individually, and then practicing within the family, and then actually spreading it to the outside world. And that is what Patriji always said. first take care of yourself. Without taking care of yourself, don't go and sit and preach meditation, right? So do meditation and then teach meditation. That's what he said. So definitely, sir, we will do that. And sir, some brief moments from your last time when you were here for Buddha Purnima. You had a lot of conversation with Patri sir. Any moments you want to recall?
But I had the courage to advise the masters, because you advise only those in whom you are interested. Otherwise, formally, you go away. I argued with him on many matters and all that. And I only think is out of his compassion to spread the message to as many as possible. He was traveling tirelessly, not only village to village, state to state, country to country also. And I should say that he neglected his health. First duty is take care of your health. Telling him, he said, okay. And he was very ill some time back. And he expressed a desire, I would like to see him. So I came here and met him, spent some time with him. He said he will cut down his travel and all that. But then he started, whatever it is, we won't go into that, what happened. The last, I was there I think in Vivekananda University, we had a program, Buddha Purnima time. I could not come, but then the last day I came here, because to respect his wish, he was very weak. Very weak. I remember the morning, as usual, he was sitting down. He made me sit on the chair. He could not even get up. Everybody went to help him. And he couldn't walk. He made me only talk. Then that night also, it was heavy rain, one of the heaviest rains in this. People could not come. The Home Minister came late last night. And then Patriji told him to rest. But after they left midnight, he came. He came because I remember it like I can see it like a visual thing. But he couldn't walk. He got up only to greet me. Thereafter, he had to be carried in a chair. It was a very painful sight for me. And because he wanted to be there that midnight. And next morning, he decided to meet me, and Shayan's Daga met him. And he was very, very, very weak. He was sitting, and he could hardly speak, he could hardly get up. So I said, please don't walk alone. And he promised me and Shayan, within a month he will be all right. And he will inform. I said, the moment you call, we will come. He said, I will take you for a walk in the valley. That is the last word he said. And then we took a couple of photographs, we left, but then all that happened. You can't go into this, why it happened, all these things now. Yes, I was angry with him, he was not listening to us. He strained himself, overstrained himself, because of his love of humanity. So the cause for which he has given up, he was destined to live much longer. He wanted to. Somehow it happened. No, we can't question this. All you can do is, but you see a simple man 40 years back, employee of some fertilizer company or something, inclined towards spirituality, went to Vipassana meditation, came out of the first day itself. He said, no, I must teach this to humanity so that they get peace of mind. But in 40 years, can you believe? I must sit with many organizations, they're all doing a great job. Millions of people benefited. But here, a simple family man, in 40 years built up a global institution. Just imagine where all it has gone. And great masters he has built up. Great masters. He always never called them as disciples. He said, masters. Built up. So let us fulfill his ambition. Because, I believe in it, when great masters leave the body, their Atma gets released from the confines of the body, but they are able to be more influential, more impactful. So I believe his presence here, his blessings are there. So let us fulfill his mission by just, what does he want? He wants each one of us to be healthy, health of the body, mind and spirit, peaceful, respect each other, lead a good life. By that, they are doing a great service to the master, fulfill his ambitions. Thank you, Chandra.
Thank you, Karthikeyan sir. Friends, Karthikeyan sir is a great friend and very, very close to every spiritual master in the world and all the large spiritual organizations. Suppose you have a business leader and then we take top business leaders in the world. If somebody is very close to them, somebody is very close to every business leader in the world, then we say very, very successful, so that's why they're very close. I just want to say that Sir is so closely, and then in many, many cases, through him, many, many masters have been introduced in greatly. So we have such a great spiritual ambassador with us, who is, to us, undoubtedly the most evolved soul, and then so is there, guiding in many ways to PSS movement also. Otherwise, it's not possible to be sharing such a close dialogue as you shared with Patriji, with Ravi Shankarji, with Jaggi Vasdeji, with every organization, Vaswaniji, Brahmakumaris, everywhere. So every word that Sir has said it, spoken, and every way that has been happening, and his predictions have been coming true, that the PSS movement has grown so much. And thank you so much for your relentless, unconditional support to the Anapanasati technique and Patriji's simple and strong messages. So it's always a encouragement and great inspiration for us when Karthikeyan sir is there with us. And no wonder Patriji always gave the highest amount of respect to Karthikeyan sir when I came. So it's an opportunity. Sir is here till tomorrow evening to interact and if not an energy master, so to shake hands with him, for all of you as we are spending time. I wanted to say a couple of things because there are many people who are interested in music here. How many people are who are very music oriented and then meditation new? Anybody here who are more music oriented, less meditation? Okay. In many ways, music, like art or dance forms or any forms, many times people say, that is my meditation. My marathon is my meditation. My art is my meditation. My music is my meditation. But Patriji distinguished it. You see, the act of music by itself, in most cases, is mindfulness, that you are mindful of an activity of performing it, where you give your best. You lose yourself to give your best. And so then it becomes an activity of mindful activity of being and delivering that music at the peak performance of an individual. But on contrary, meditation is to empty yourself with an intention to knowing yourself that you are the whole. You are this infinite, to experience that whole. So there is mindfulness and there is meditation. So when we are going with a strong intention that I want to know myself, who am I, where am I come from, where am I going, and then knowing that, and to know that we experience every day when we empty ourselves of thoughts, then we experience that whole as we are. And that is meditation. So there is a stark difference between when we say something is my meditation, it is not meditation unless it is being practiced with that intention. Like say Annamaya, Tyagaraja, that they wanted to know and they wanted to reach the consciousness, and so that's where it has happened. If the intentions are to know ourselves, and so meditation must be practiced. And when meditation is practiced, and then being music and art and dance and every occasional thing is being part of it, and so automatically everything that we practice becomes magnified 10 times more, 100 times more. It comes most naturally. And so that's why Patriji chose music to be absolutely a part of meditation, because it is transporting us very easily to that empty states. The second thing I wanted to mention is the simplicity that Patriji brought in of that the technique, the meditation technique by itself is so simple. He coined 3 words, easy, right, and natural. 3 words are there, natural, easy, and right. So whatever is natural, that means you don't do any extra effort, unnecessary effort. You don't interfering with your, say, breath. You're not interfering with the body. You're doing very naturally. Whatever is natural. Second, it's got to be very, very simple. So then it is everybody's thing. If it is complicated, then only few people can do. Only intellectuals can do. Perhaps it's complicated. And then what is right? So the 3 words, and whatever is that easy, natural, and right, then it's always is there. That's something that gives a solution. So meditation, this breath mindfulness meditation, Anapanasati, is that. It's very natural. We're not tampering with our breath. And it is very, very easy. So easy that 30 seconds it takes to learn. And so it's got to be very, very right. So what is easy and natural is always right. Or what is right and easy is always natural. So these 3 words are very important. In everything we do, not only this, any decision we make, if something is getting complicated, we got to look back and say, oh, it's not getting easy, so I probably am on the wrong path. So let me step back and look at it. So meditation technique, Anapanasati, that's why it becomes quite right, because so easy and so natural. And so then it can be taught to everybody in the world. And that's the reason why millions are able to just get to it, even through electronic media. Just through our PMC channel, so many people worldwide in 50 plus countries now, or many more countries, are learning the technique just right there. There is no special initiation required. It is that simple, dear friends. And so the third thing I wanted to say, and then before is about the practice. How do you practice? So Patriji also gave, time is your practice. That's it. One simple thing, time is your practice. Because it follows this quantum principle or the spiritual principle that yadbhavam tadbhavati. Our observation manifests possibility. So the more we can put our observation attention onto it, that means the more time we give, the more a practice will happen automatically. We just have to give some time. Practice will happen. So dear friends, our practice is many ways we can do practice. It's about reading, it's meditating, it's interacting with other people, it's coming to places like Pyramid Valley and giving that undivided attention and time without any distractions. And so rightfully here in Pyramid Valley, we are enhancing this facility to strengthen the practice of many. Patriji said one occasion, so what is the best way to strengthen our practice? He said, go into the places where masters are there. Go into these ashrams, go into places like Pyramid Valley and spend time there. Because then A, you are away from your distractions, worldly distractions. 2, you got fully involved in that energy place. And 3, you are in the company of masters who are there. And so then your practice automatically triples in the same time. So we are here, and congratulations to everybody for taking the time to be here in Pyramid Valley for the last yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We are doing an amazing work on ourselves. And towards this, we are enhancing the project. And rightfully, with Patriji's dreams, our dream is to have 1,000 residents here. 1,000 residents here. And so then, this project started with 10,000 rupees. Patriji always said intention is where matters, not the money that starts. It's always the intention we can do things. With 10,000 rupees, and I still remember 2003, 15 crore project, how to do. He said, Chandra, just don't worry about it, dream about it, and then it is going to come true. And then today, we spend more than about 70 crores on this project, and then continuing to grow it, right? And so it happens, we can dream about this. And so we're all here following Patriji's dreams to enhance it. And we have about accommodation for 500 people. We want to enhance it for another 500 people so that we all can do larger events as soon as the pyramid opens in February for the greater good. So we will want to do the events there again. But 1,000 people accommodation is required. So we are launching in the name of Patriji a beautiful project called Patriji Bhavan to increase accommodation, right? So we will, it becomes, the way I've seen it personally, I've been in this project since 2003, ever since, we bought the land. But today, after last 20 years of association, and then every time where something was needed, and then personally I was able to participate, and I always found it as opportunity. How much we can be value to others. And we learned that from Karthikeyan sir. Of course, Patri has been the greatest example. How much value I can be of others, to others. That's really how each of us see ourselves in spending our time, money here. That if there is a meaning to this life, then how much value that we can give to others. And it is an opportunity that we take. And so, personally for me, or Sagar or Chandu, who has been here in this project for the last 15 years, is that if there is a time or there is some money that we contribute to it, and the deep fulfillment that I personally see, that even if I vacate my body tomorrow, I'm so satisfied that, okay, there is some purpose that is done by building this place up, the being part of this place, where today 2.4 million, that is 24 lakh people have been taught free meditation ever since this project started. 24 lakh people. If Sa did not conceive that idea then, saying that it's not possible, then that 24 lakh people wouldn't have done it. Simple. And that is directly here. Now through them, there would have been an order of magnitude higher number of people would have reached. Through them, right? So that is the kind of impact we all can create. And if you can contemplate and say, how can I contribute? How can I be part of this project? Pyramid Valley, after nearly about 10 years, is conceiving this accommodation project. Otherwise, this is a fully developed facility. Only accommodation is, we want to enhance it. So 10 years later, again, Pyramid Valley is coming up with an opportunity to contribute and be part of this project, which perhaps is going to go for another 300, 400 years until a new thing, a new order evolves. But that's really how we dream and then believe that this project, this Pyramid Valley, is going to be the center of lifting the consciousness for the worldwide. More than 30 countries, people come around the world here and then meditate, learn. Right, friends? So I request Chandu to provide the details about this project that we are bringing out, and in a way that you all potentially can easily contribute, right? And in many, many ways you can contribute very, very easy. But then once we make that contribution into it in whichever form, and I can tell you with all of our personal experience, you feel whether 3 years later, 10 years later, you look back and say, one of the best things in my life I've done is that thing, that being associated with Pyramid Valley in providing it, because it is going to be there for the next 300 years, dear friends. So with that, I request Chandu to talk about this project.
Thank you, sir. Because being in a Pyramid Valley since more than a decade, gotten a wonderful opportunity to being a part of many projects under the guidance of Sir Chandra sir, Sagar sir, and all the other trustees. It's always the magical moments when we involve the projects in Pyramid Valley. As Chandra sir said, only the intent matters. So, the upcoming mega project in Pyramid Valley is Patriji Bhavan. There are many facilities are there in Pyramid Valley, and this is a unique facility on the name of Patriji. So this facility is the main targeting of increasing the spiritual seekers staying in Pyramid Valley, as we have the target of 1,000 members, residents at a time in Valley. So as part of that, this mega project has been selected in the premises of near the room block. There are about the 50 rooms are going to come. So for this 50 rooms, there are different category of the donors. Like there are different categories like 1 lakh, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 8 lakhs and 10 lakhs. These are the different categories of the donors, which will be the complementary accommodations will be there for the donors for the 15 years. And all the facilities, other facilities of the Pyramid Valley, like attending many programs and especially the paid programs and a lot of discounts in book space and many more. So, in this great occasion of PMM Fest, with the great presence of our Karthikeyan sir, we would like to release the Patriji Bhavan brochure now, sir. Music, please.
Sir, thank you for launching this brochure, Patriji Bhavan. Dear friends, the last few years I've been managing trustee here. We've seen a lot of meditators and new people who kind of have become aware of the power of meditation. They want to come and meditate in this kind of environment. When they come here, they stay here for 10 days, 15 days, 40 days. They go through their sadhana. They are in perfect silence. No one disturbs them. Right? Food is provided free at our Annadana. Then they meditate in pyramid for countless hours every day. And they spend a lot of hours. And they can spend any of the outside areas also for meditation. Though we've been besieged with requests. We do a lot of retreats, a lot of workshops. But we've been besieged with requests. When people call, we're unable to provide them a room with this current facility, current capacity. So that is why when Patriji was here, we spoke to him, and then we started the work for constructing a new room block, 50 room block inside the campus. So this is the brochure for this, and this is obviously, it's all going to be donation driven. It is going to be contributed by all the well-wishers like all of us. One, it helps you and your family to come and stay here for a fixed number of days every year, right? You just book the rooms, you get there is different, for different categories, there are different number of days of free allowance. And for some of the categories, you can refer your friends and family as well. So even if you are not able to use the 40 days or 60 days, you can always allow your friends and families to come here, experience the taste, experience the divine space here, the silence here, the meditation here. So please take a brochure. There is a Patriji Bhavan stall there. If you want to ask for any details, you can ask for details. You can go ahead and book one for yourself or one for your family. Carry the brochure, spread the word. Only limited 50 rooms, and there are very designated number of donors who get this opportunity. Please make use of this opportunity. And again, now that we launch it with Karthikeyan sir, we'll probably start construction in a month. Within a month, we'll be starting construction and hope to complete it in the next 12 to 14 months. Right? So please be part of this Pyramid Valley project to help yourself and help your family and help your friends as well. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
And this is the project actually. So Patri sir has done did a founding stone. So during the month of the May, so we had a wonderful video of that Patriji Bhavan founding stone video. I would like to request our technical team to play that video.
Dear friends, in this moment, I remember one word of Patriji. He always used to make a small comparison of meditation with the sweet. only if a person eats the jalebi, he can say about it and he can make another person eat because it is very tasty. Just like that, everyone has to meditate and understand about the importance of meditation. Similarly, you all have come here to Pyramid Valley, so please spread this word and become part of this wonderful project called Patriji Bhavan. I request team to play the video.
My dear friends, my dear masters and my dear gods, this is our headquarters, international headquarters. So we have to calculate international standards. That is our idea. Whoever comes here must be given best accommodation, best effort, must see that he or she is totally satisfied. Then they will go and speak of the Pyramid Valley. The good word has to go. The other day, Buddha Purnima was celebrated, 10,000 people. That will be normal from now onwards. So many people are going to come. We are going not to negate anybody who comes. We have to accommodate them. We wish that this meditation center become an inspiration to all the people there, all over India. People come here to look for inspiration, and we provide that. By next year, this project should be completed.
And we are all wanting it very soon. Very soon. Next year, I hope everybody stays in rooms.
This is going to be our first phase, 50 rooms. Our whole idea is to go up to 200 rooms. I'm sure we'll see it, the building now.
This project is the next big mega project for Pyramid Valley. Special thanks and gratitude to all the donors and patrons of Pyramid Valley. All the members, like members, everybody of Pyramid Valley. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My dear friends, my dear masters and my dear gods, this is our headquarters, international headquarters. So we have to calculate international standards. That is our idea. Whoever comes here.
Thank you everyone. Thank you Karthikeyan sir for releasing this Patriji Bhavan brochure. So friends, all the details are available in this brochure. Please visit Patriji Bhavan stall and you can pick the brochure and become member of Pyramid Valley International. So, before we go on to the next concert, how many of you know Patriji is a wonderful singer and a great flautist? Yes? Can we listen to Patriji's song 1? So from Pyramid Music Meditation Academy, we have done 4 songs of Patriji, Raghupati Raghava Rajaram, Jai Ho, Narayana, and Notilo Nimaunam. So these are all spiritual songs. So all the songs are available on the YouTube channels, PMC and Pyramid Music Meditation Academy channels. And there are a lot of music meditation tracks. So main objective of PMMA is to create music which is helpful for meditation. So let us see one song of Patriji now.
Atmavidya Jaya Jaya Ho